Hello, everyone. We'll just start in 1 second. Just wait a little bit more until everyone arrives. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining. All right, okay. I think we have enough to start. All right, okay. Welcome, everyone. So, today our webinar is going to be about how to configure your banners and how to monetize your directory like a pro. Before we start, just a few details. We're gonna be publishing this webinar. Everything's gonna be recorded and it's gonna be published in your blog. So make sure to watch it again if you need. It's gonna be a lot of information. So everything's gonna be very detailed there. For today, it's gonna be just me. James is not working today, so please bear with me. I'm gonna do the presentation and then I'm gonna stop for the questions so we can talk and I can answer everything, any questions you might have. Okay. And if you're new here, a little bit of a background on eDirectory. So we are basically a system to build directory style websites. We are used for lead gen sites, vendor directories, local guides, membership sites, literally any niche you can possibly think. We have a lot of really good looking demos if you check on our demo directory sites, demodirectory.com. Our platform is highly customizable and we do offer native iPhone and Android apps. So this is a really good thing as well. And our platform is also SEO optimized and has a source code available. So if you want to self-host, if you want to do a lot of configurations, eDirectory is perfect for you. So if you are interested in taking a look, doing a little tour, make sure to visit eDirectory.com to schedule a private demo. Okay, and I'm gonna be looking into the chat while I'm doing the presentations if you have any questions or comments. Our feedback tool is not new anymore, but is still very useful. So make sure that if you have any feedback to submit, it can be feature ideas. You can vote on suggestions that our community already submitted. You can help us improve our product because literally the most important person is the clients for us. So your ideas and your suggestions are super important. So you can leave us the suggestion at ideas.edirectory.com. And also make sure to join our online community. We have an Instagram page now, which is edirectory_software. And we also have a Facebook group, which is groups edirectory community. We also send it on the newsletter in case you need the link, but it is really good because everyone can ask questions there. You can talk among yourselves with strategies, questions, anything. And I'm always taking a look there as well, in case anyone has any questions. All right, so jumping into today's topics, we're going to talk about the banner monetization strategies. We're going to start with it. Then we're going to go to show you all of our banner options. And then I'm going to show you some do's and don'ts when it comes to banner layout. And then we're going to go to the live demo. So we're going to have a live demo today, and hopefully I will be able to answer all your questions. All right. Let's head to it. Let me just close the chat. So, are banners really effective to monetize? Are they really worth your time? Really thinking about them, we have a lot of modules available for eDirectory, and the answer is definitely yes. Banner ads are one of the simplest yet effective revenue sources available on eDirectory. You can have a lot of benefits through it, including recurring monthly revenue, increased advertiser visibility, easy implementation, multiple monetization opportunities, and I'm going to talk about all of them. And you can increase value for listings and plans. So you have a lot of options to work with banners. I'm going to go through most of them today. And also remember that uh, the more traffic that you have on your website, the more valuable the advertising space becomes. So it's very important that you really think about how you are building your website, where the banners are going, the visibility, the spots, like where you are advertising what. Because this can really be huge for your business if it is well done, if you really use all of the amazing tools that we have available. Okay, so turning banners into a revenue system. Banner ads are not just ad space, they are part of a complete monetization system. So you can generate revenue through a lot of different ways around the banners. And the main point from this slide is don't use just one. Don't go just after local businesses. You have to mix them. Use a little bit of one, a little bit of the other to make sure you have a lot of balance and you can have revenue through different types of, affiliate, Google AdSense, self-marketing, etc. So the revenue is coming from different ways. I'm gonna show you one by one, but make sure that you mix all of them. You make sure to watch ours. We have a lot of articles on banners as well to learn how to integrate some of those features. So make sure to use all of them and really think about it. So the first revenue strategy is direct banner sales, probably the most popular one. So basically, you sell your banners to directly businesses, local businesses, businesses in general that are already, advertising on your platform. I have here two different examples that I wanted to bring because really your potential advertisers are many. It can be restaurants, lawyers, clinics, literally anything, if your ad is well done. So here on the top we have a restaurant that is started taking online orders. As you can see, this is a really good banner because you can immediately understand what's going on. You can see that this is a new feature. They just started accepting orders online. You can see the website where you can order it, and you can see the image of the app. Of course, this is a template, but if it was a real ad, you would be able to see the app or understand a little bit more. You see the logo and the real website. So the perfect ad is literally this. You have to take a look and understand where you're going, what's going on, if it's new, if it's a discount, what you're getting from this ad, because it's very visual. So you have to have very little information written and more visuals, so this is a really good one. And the second one is another example, which is for to rent a car. And as you can see here, we have some things that I do not recommend. This is, I also wanted to bring this example here. So as you can see, it's very easy to understand. You have the car here. When you are working with something that is physical, it is a lot easier to sell it because, you can just add the image of what you're selling there. So this is a big selling point, but you still, if you remove this little description here, the ad will be perfect. Because having small letters like this will only make the end user confused. So what you want to do is have big titles, a big photo of what you're selling, and a big CTA button. I'm gonna also show you some do's and don'ts in the future, but just basically to start this book now, you basically understand from the get-go that you're gonna click and it's gonna take you to book the car for rent. So everything needs to be very clear and very visual. As you can see here, the number, it's like the same color as the background. It's very difficult, and this is a big image. If it was on the website, it would be even worse. So always keep that in mind while creating your ads. But as you can see, we have two different approaches. One is just showing you something new, and the other one is taking you to book the car. So you can really use your banners to a lot of different things. The second strategy is affiliate marketing. And this is especially good for beginners. So you can basically earn money from promoting third-party companies instead of charging them for banner space. So if you're just starting, you still don't have a lot of traffic and it's difficult to get people, you're still trying to get people to sponsor you and to really pay for the plans. This is a good way to start making money, and also prove yourselves to the companies as well. So you can actually contact some companies and partner with them. So, for example, if you have a travel directory, you can talk to hotels and try to get a coupon. So if someone converts and actually buys from your coupon, you're gonna make money from the commission from your coupon. So this is one of the ways that you can do that. As you can see here, this is just an example I created with AI, but basically get 20% off with my coupon, and you add it. Oh, sorry. You add the little coupon in there, and it's gonna, take you to the link where it's gonna have, your coupon in there. If they, close the deal, the commission's gonna go to you. So really think about, of course, this is a travel example, but really think about your niche and what would go well with what people are searching for in your directory, because this really can vary. But yeah, working with partners is super important and a really good way of making money as well. All right. Rhonda Little just sent a question. Are the ads for those on the site already or just sold to individual businesses not listed? This really can work both ways, because you can include ads for the plans that people are already on the site. They can get it like to upgrade or kind of a little courtesy, or just make them upgrade, or you can use it for people that don't really need to be sponsors on your website. They can simply buy the ads separately. So it basically works for everyone. This is why the banners are so good, because they can even be for something that is not related to your website at all, but it's a very popular thing. Actually, I'm going to talk about the Google AdSense, and this is also going to be brought up. Um, yeah, it's the next slide. So basically, another strategy that we have as well is to use the Google AdSense. And for the ones that don't know how Google AdSense works, so basically, Google is everywhere and they actually track your interested. I know everyone here, like already, you say, I want to buy like a coffee machine. You say it out loud to someone, and out of nowhere, your websites and like all the sites you go through, they are showing you coffee machines, ads. This is because of this tracking that they do from the customers. So the Google AdSense basically knows what you want to buy, and they need space to be able to get your attention. So basically, as a site owner, what you're gonna do is provide the space so Google can advertise on your site. So it's not gonna be related to your website. They're gonna show their ads, but they're gonna show it on your website. So you're gonna receive some money from it. This is a very easy integration to do. I'm not gonna show it on the live demo, but we have a support. We have on our support center like a very good, very detailed article about it on how to integrate. And if you need help, of course, our support is always available, but it's a simple integration. And basically, you're gonna add a slide, a banner, and it's gonna show based on the customer. So it's always gonna be different by the customer that enters on your website, but you're gonna be making money from Google. So this is also a really good option for the ones that are starting, because you don't have to sell anything differently directly. You just have to do the integration and get the traffic, and you already start receiving the money. Okay. Elizabeth asked, I had a similar question. If we don't use Google AdSense, there won't be other ads on the site unless we put the ads there, right? Yes, you need to create all of your ads manually if you're not using Google Ads. And I'm showing you those different options because people can buy or you can create them yourselves. Okay? Can we limit Google Ads to our region and zip codes? I think you can do it from the Google side, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm definitely gonna double check with the support team and let you know, Rhonda. But I think you can. Google is and actually they are the ones deciding. Roaring does ask, do you know websites we can use to create banner ads? I have a slide just for this one. So if you can hold up a little bit, I'm gonna show you all the options. Okay, so to continue, this one is actually a plugin, so please be aware of that. And of course, we're gonna be offering you a discount in case you are interested in purchasing this plugin after the webinar. You can let me know. But basically, this is the geo-targeted banner. Since it's about banners, I couldn't leave it out. But basically, this one specifically, it's more towards upgrading your performance on the ads. It's not specifically a way to make money, but a way to increase the performance. That's it. So how does this work? So, for example, a local shoe store in New York doesn't need visitors in California or Australia clicking on its ads. It needs people who actually close enough to become customers. So, for example, if I have a bakery in New York, I it's interesting for me, only people in New York that's gonna, know about me or in my neighborhood. If I don't have any delivery, I just take them in the store. So, with the geo-targeted banner ads plugin, advertisers can choose a location and define a radius in miles or kilometers around that location. So basically, you can set the limit of your banner to make sure the right people are gonna see it, and not spend your ads in like all around the world if it doesn't make any sense for you. So this is a good way of improving your performance on the banners and reaching, the right audience. This is a really good one. Next, remember to promote your own content as well. Sometimes we really think about, oh, the banners are only for direct sales and, direct ads, but that's not it. You can literally use it to anything you want. And I usually do that, especially when I'm creating directory sites or demos. I try to get a little, directory marketing in there, as you can see here on the image. So make sure to promote yourself, promote what you're doing. Of course, this depends on your niche. So for example, if you have a local guide for your city and you are, promoting an event, you can create an ad and promote your event there. Or if you are selling, some things and using the deals section, you can promote your deals as well. So really think about how you can do this. And if you're just starting, you can add, we call it like placement ads, where you can show, like click here to see your plans and pricing, or this place can be your business. Click here to advertise with us. So there are many options that you can self promote what you're doing, promote your business, get people to go to the plans and pricing page. There are really many options, or really just spread your branding. As you know, branding is super important in 2026. We have a lot of companies out there, and as you can see for eDirectory, I'm always using blue, white, and black because these are colors, similar fonts. So it's very important that your site is also reflecting your branding, and banner ads can also be used for that. Okay, so there, really use your creativity there. There are many, many options. Now the other revenue strategy, and this is also very similar to the plugin, is something to increase the banner performance. It's the category-based targeting. feature. I'm actually gonna show you everything on the live demo, how to set this up. I know it might be a little confusing if someone never used this feature, but just so you understand, what's good from it, why it's important. So basically, category-based targeting is one of the most powerful ways to increase banner performance. When ads are shown in the right context, they naturally become more relevant to the user. So, for example, restaurant banners goes on food categories. Real estate ads appear in property sessions, and this is really good because a higher relevance, creates higher CTR and creates higher pricing power. So everything you can do to increase your banner performance to reach the right audience with the right banners, and really think about what you're delivering to that specific user on that specific page, it's definitely gonna help you, generate revenue and increase, of course, your revenue as well. Let me just see if we have any questions. Is this category-based targeting or anything else you are showing us features we have to pay extra for? No, everything is included. The only one that you had to pay extra was that plugin that was the geo-targeted. The rest, everything is included, okay? I usually don't show plugins here, but since we are talking about banners, I thought it was important. Yeah, so the last part of, doing the revenue, and this is a very extensive, subject. I try to bring like the most easy ones, but there are many ways that you can do revenue with your banners. But the last thing is to track the performance. As I said, there are many ways for you to try to deliver the right banners to the right audience. And the way to see if it's working or what you need to change is to see how the performance is going. So you have to keep an eye on impressions, clicks, how the banner is going in general, and advertiser retention. If someone, bought your ads and they keep paying, it's because it's working, or did they stop because it wasn't reaching anyone? It's very important for you to have this idea as the business owner, and also, to deliver a good experience for your advertisers. And eDirectory really can help you with that. We offer you sponsor reports, so it's going to show you the views that the ads got and who clicked on it, like the amount of people who clicked on it. We also show the sponsor. So as you can see, this is the images that I added here are the sponsor view, where it shows you the web. So we had 3,000 views and two website views, which means they clicked on the website. And if you click here, it's also going to show you the app stats. So we also have the app reports. And this is just another way to see the same numbers. It shows differently to ensure people understand the numbers. So yeah, this is a really good one for you to keep an eye on. If you see that the banners are not getting too many clicks or any conversions, try changing the configurations, changing the placements. It's really important for you to keep, generating the maximum revenue you can possibly do. All right. Okay, next. Next, I'm gonna show you the banner options that we have available. And then I'm gonna show you some do's and don'ts. Okay, so the first one is the leaderboard. And of course, later I'm gonna show you everything in the live demo, but it's just so you have an idea of dimensions, what works for mobile and desktop. So the leaderboard is probably the most popular one because it goes everywhere. It's tiny, it's slim, it doesn't take a lot of space, it's not overwhelming. So this one is really good for um general ads. The next one is the large mobile banner. As you can see, each one of these three is a separate banner. So you can sell each space for a different company. And also, this option is available for desktop and mobile as well. So this one can show up on the mobile if you have it on configuration. The next one is the square banner. This one is also super, super popular, probably the most popular. So this one, it's gonna show up on the side of the widgets. It can be cart widgets, browse by location, category widgets, and it can show just one unit, the first one, or the second unit as well. Show it like this. And this one also works for mobile. Okay, so it's a really good option. I think this one is probably my favorite as well. I think it looks really good. The next one is the white skyscraper. So it's one ad that's gonna take up the whole widget, which means it's a little bit more expensive, right? You're not gonna be sharing space with anyone. And you also need to think about those things. Is this, sharing space with other companies? So it should be cheaper. It is just showing this company. It should be, a little bit on the expensive side. So really think about that. But basically, those are layout differences. This one is the same, goes inside of card widgets, browse by location, etc., etc., etc. Um, are these square banners on listings as well? Yes, yes, they are. They can show up in any page of your website, all of them. The only thing is that those widgets that are showing on the side, they depend on certain widgets to show up. Let me come back. So as you can see, these ones, they are independent, so you can add them by themselves literally anywhere. But those here that are dependent on other widgets, you have to have at least one card widget or browse by location or category widget to show them. But you can literally add them anywhere. And I'm gonna show you as well how to do that. All right. Yeah, so we have the white skyscraper. Next, we have the sponsored links. So this part is one of my favorites as well, because as I mentioned, when you are building your website layout, you really need to think about how to make money, but how not to overwhelm the customers, right? So when you go into a website and you can only see ads, you lose credibility with this. So you really have to balance it out. And I think the sponsored links has a very minimalistic look, and it's very straightforward, very easy to understand. As you can see here, it's the name of the company, a little description, a second description, and the link to the website. So I really do recommend, if you are using visuals in one, you use the sponsored links next to kind of give like a rest, to the eyes, so you don't have a lot going on. So this one is a really, really good one for layout and anything in general. Um, the next one is one of our, newest release, which is the billboard. And as you can see, it's a lot bigger than the other options. What was happening a lot, and I'm also going to talk a little bit more about it, is we had a lot of clients adding, tiny banners with tons of information. So you couldn't really understand what the ad was about. It was very crowded. So we decided to add bigger banners also because it looks a lot modern. But the most space you have, the most you can charge, and of course, more content is going to be fitted there. So really think about it. The tinier the space, less content. You don't write a lot of things, try to make it more visual. And the more space you have more room to play around with words, add a little bit of details, but you need space to do that. Otherwise, try to keep as minimalistic as possible. But the billboard is a really good one. I'm gonna show you some examples as well on the website later. And the last one is the half page banner. Same thing as the square banner and the white skyscraper, but it's bigger again, so you can play around with it a little bit more. Um, okay, we have another question from Elizabeth. Do we choose where the banners go, or for items like the billboard, is there only one and only one advertising can pay for it? What about the other ones? Do they circle through, or are you limited to the number you can sell? Okay, you do choose where the banners go, and I'm gonna do the live demonstration showing you how to place the banners, where do you go. Um, and only one advertiser can pay for it. No, you can sell the basically how a directory works is that you sell banner types. So for example, if I'm buying a banner, I'm gonna buy a billboard or a leaderboard or a half page banner. I'm gonna be paying for the type and I'm gonna be paying for the configuration. So basically, what eDirectory do is if I have five advertisers on the same spot, it's gonna automatically circle them around. So I think it updates between like every 10 to 20 minutes. I don't have the number by heart, but it's gonna randomize through them, so you can have as many as you want. But of course, if you have someone paying for it, you can have like 10 people at the same one because it might take too long for their ad to show up. But you can definitely do that at as many as you want, as long as you are managing your clients' expectations and everything like that. And you really can segment to show, oh, I only want this widget in that place. That's okay. You can do that through configurations as well, through categories. Your location as I showed via plugin, but I'm also gonna show you how to do that. I know it's a lot of information, but I'm gonna demonstrate everything. Okay. And if you need me to repeat or explain again, make sure to tell me on the chat and I'm gonna be happy to say it again, if you need it. Okay. So these were the all the options of banners that we have. Now I'm gonna show you some recommendations before we go to the demonstrations, and I'm gonna be stopping during the demonstration. If you see that I'm stopping, it's because I'm reading the comments so I can answer you, to ensure we have a productive meeting. Um, so yes, let's go. So for the recommendations, we have the best practices that I think I already talked about it a little bit, but just to extend a little bit more. While thinking about your banner design, really keep the message simple, especially if you have a smaller amount of place to work. So focus on one offer or one message per banner. If you have a lot of things that you need to advertise, create separate banners. That's the best way to go. Make the ad easy to understand in a few seconds. You have to look at it and understand what's going on. Okay, that's the ideal, especially for smaller as I mentioned. If you have a bigger, like the billboard, it's okay to add a little bit more of information. Always use a strong call to action if it is fitted to your ad. So if you're not, taking the person to do anything, that's fine. You don't need a CTA. If you're just showing a feature, if you're showing something, that's okay. But if you want them to take a new step, like you want them to click there to buy something, you want them to click there to see your pricing, you have to add a really visible, call to action and telling them what's gonna happen, so like learn more, book now, shop today, contact us. So it's very clear to them, oh, if I click on this ad, I'm gonna be redirected to book a new car or to shop for a new sneaker. You need to understand what's happening when you click on the ad. It needs to be very visible, very understandable. Always try to use high quality images, professional photos, clear branding, use bigger banners for extense ads. This is super important. I know I already mentioned it a little bit, but if you have too much information, it needs to be a billboard or a half page. Otherwise, it needs to be very minimalistic. And design for quick scanning. So do large headlines and a clean layout with a good contrast. So for example, if you have a dark background, use white letters. Use a very good contrast, Words should be in capital letters in most ways, not always, so people can really easily understand. And if you are selling something that is physical, that is easy to see and understand, make sure to add a really good image of the item as well, because it's gonna be at your favor, right? If you're selling like a software or something like that, you can try for a more, professional layout as we did, like you add someone working or someone, in a business type of outfit. And that's pretty much some ways you can work around with your banners. Let me just read the comments real quick. So do you recommend, it's a question for Elizabeth. So do you recommend that you sell this separately then and not as part of a listing? Or like Rhonda asked, can we give those that already pay for listings a discount? You can actually do both. You can definitely offer a discount. You can simply create a discount and send them out. And you can use banners as well to show your discounts. But basically, you can create plans within a directory where you can add like a diamond plan, for example. You can add a diamond listings and three banners for someone to buy. So it's really your option. I would say, do different plans. Do plans only for banners and do plans for listings included as well. Because, it directly allows you to play with plans, with different strategies. So I think you can reach a bigger audience that way. Because, people are always trying to advertise their businesses, even if they don't really fit with your directory per se. They might be interested in not having a listing, but in, showing their business in your ad. So I would definitely say to create, two different plans, one just for banners and one including banners with listings, and creating discounts for people who already have listings. That's perfect as well. Um, can those with listings make their own banner ads if is a feature of their listing level, or we have to make them for them? No, they can do it, of course. But I'm showing you kind of, in the perspective of the site manager, but this is just like a listing. You can create your own and just pay for the space there. It's because sometimes your clients are not gonna have the visuals, and my idea here is to kind of help you get those visuals as well. Okay. Oops, sorry. So the don'ts for the ads, as you can see here, the example is like very crowded, a lot of colors, a lot of information. You don't know where to look at. You don't know what they are selling. And if you don't understand what they're selling, you're not gonna be interested in it. So try to not overload the banner with text. Visitors won't read paragraphs, and this too much information creates clutter, so try to avoid it. Don't use too many colors. This can create visual confusion and makes the ad look unprofessional. Don't try to avoid, of course, resolution images, and don't make the call to action hard to find. As you can see here, it's telling you to call, it's asking you to scan a QR code, it's telling you to save 20% off, so you don't know what to do, right? So make sure that the action that the client needs to take, it's very clear. Otherwise, they're gonna be all confused. They don't know if they call, if they get the QR code, they don't know what to do. So the call to action is like the big conversion part. Um, yeah. And how to create a great looking banner. I think it was Aurorin that asked. Basically, I know it was already sent on the chat, but yeah, Canva, it's the main one. It has easy drag and drop with templates. Literally any template you can possibly think of, they already have it. All of those templates that I use here to show you, they are from Canva. So if you are a beginner or if you don't really have a lot of ways with graphics, design, and things like that, it's a really, really good option for you to use Canva. Some other options in case you want to try are the Adobe Express. They are kind of like a quick professional design. They have some options as well. Figma, in case you are a little bit more on the advanced side, Figma is super, super great for designers. And Vista Create, it's very similar with Canva, but it's a simple alternative with layouts that are ready to go. So yeah, those are the main options that I usually recommend, but Canva is the best. Some other branding tips for you. Again, with eDirectory, I always try to keep our branding, but this doesn't work with all niches, and companies and types of companies that are different. So if you are creating a banner for someone, or they are sending you, their banner, their colors, their logo, etc., try to keep everything on their brand. So if they have like their logo is red, they use a certain font, and you're gonna create it for them, try to stay within their brand. Otherwise, maintain consistent with your own branding website, from your website. So really be mindful of the colors, of the fonts you are using, to make sure your website is not like super colorful, with nothing, talking with nothing, and try to make a little bit of sense. As I mentioned before, use the sponsored links to have a little bit of text in the middle to kind of balance out all the visuals, to make sure everything is in harmony, right? And leave enough space. Don't overcrowd your website. This is super, super important. A directory allows you to literally include banners anywhere you want, but it's not because you can that you should. As I mentioned, it's very important that we try to generate revenue without losing our credibility, right? So make sure to really see, if it's too much information, if your ads are looking good in there, if they are attractive to the end user's eye. And if you need any help with that, you can always message me. I love helping you guys with those kinds of things. I love working with layout. So I'm always here to help, but really try to think about how to balance out all the banners options and etc. Okay? All right, so we're gonna go to the live demo. Let me just check if we have any other um options. If business submit their own ads, can we approve them before they are live? Yes, the banner options, they work very similar to listings, to be honest with you. So the way that listings work, the banners are gonna work very similar. So you can indeed approve them. You can, let me just close here. You can take a look on, what they are publishing. If you want to make any changes, that's all totally fine, and it's up to you. Okay, so here's my demonstration side. Again, if you have any questions, you need me to stop or explain something again, please let me know on the chat, and I'm definitely gonna help you with anything you need. But this is our Miami website for demonstrations. So this is why it's a little bit chaotic. It's just to show you how it works. So this is a billboard, and just to explain to you, we now accept GIFs. This is for the latest versions. I think it's like the latest version, like the last one we published. I'm not sure, but we can now accept, very big and GIFs that are very eye-catching. So this is the billboard banner, and if we scroll down a little bit, as you can see, this is a card widget, and this is a square banner. So I only added one here because I'm gonna use the square banner as demonstration, but basically you can really put it anywhere you want. Um, Let me scroll down a little bit. Oh, let me see. Um, the state of Illinois wants to tax digital advertisements. Is the directory set up to collect and track sales tax? I believe we are. Let me just a second. I'm gonna um send this to our support channel since we have a lot of people asking to see if I can get a response right away. Just one moment, please. Okay. As soon as I get a response, I'm gonna let you know, okay? Let's go back. All right. So, scrolling down a little bit, I just added a few here so you could see. This is the white skyscraper again on the side of a cards widget. And here, my favorite one, the sponsored links. As you can see, it's way more minimalistic. It's not too like overwhelming. So this is a really good option for you. And it's super easy to set up. Probably the easiest one because you just have to write in there and that's it. Okay, so let's start. Um, I'm gonna go now to content and we're gonna go to banners here. First, I'm going to show you how to create the banner and then I'm going to show you how to position the banner as well. Okay, just to explain the sequel. So we're going to click here on the side on add a banner. And here are all the options that we have available that you can choose from, along with their the file, the maximum file that we accept, and also the size that's recommended for each one of them. Um, and also, if you use Canva, they have a really good feature. I don't remember the name, but it's gonna automatically position the size for you, so it's really good. I'm gonna try to get the name later, but to show you I'm gonna be using the square option. So to start, the caption is not gonna be shown to your clients, but it's basically for your own control. So I'm gonna click on rent a car. Okay, so we're gonna do a rent a car. If you are creating a banner for someone, you can simply, link the banner to their account, if it's gonna be active or not, and if it has a renew date. In my case, it's not. We are not gonna be doing that. For the banner details, so this section we have a lot of questions on how they work, etc., etc. So I'm gonna explain item per item. The first section, general pages, it's gonna be shown in all pages that are not module related. The modules are basically listing, deals, events, classifieds, etc., etc. So if you click here, your banner is gonna show up in the home page, contact us page, terms of use, for example, anything that is not related to content itself, like listings, deals, etc. Okay, so this is more like a general banner. If you click here on listing, you're gonna be restricting your ad to show only on listing related parts of your website. So let me go here. Wait a second. So if you click here on listings, as you can see, we have the categories for the listings, we have the cards for the listings, we have the locations for the listings. So everything that is related to listings, it's gonna show up the banner that is selected here. Okay, so basically that's how it's gonna work. All right. Oh, I had a question about our map. Let me go back just a second. How do you put the spots on the map like yours? I think you're talking about this one, right? The Browse by Map. This is actually a plugin. I use this one because I was creating another webinar. I have a webinar about this, and we actually send out some pins that you can add here and customize it yourself. So I can send you. I'm gonna get your contact to send you all the details and the pins as well. They look really good, right? They are super cute. Um, okay, and again, it's the Browse by Map plugin. They are purchased separately, but of course, we always give discounts to the people that are here with us at the webinar. So all right, the banners are shown in only listing related, you know, anything that is listing related, including the listing itself, right? And one thing that is very important to mention is that you can actually while you are setting your listing, you can add there, for example, for diamond listings, you don't want the diamond listings to show ads. You don't want them to have banners. This is a upgrade, a possible upgrade, argument for you to say, hey, if you don't want, other people advertising on your page, you can upgrade to a diamond listing, and it's not going to show up like any other advertisers or anything like that on your page. It's only going to be you. Or if they are on bronze, they are not paying anything, it's going to show a bunch of ads. It's really a way that you prefer doing your strategy of revenue. So this is an argument that you can use for people to upgrade to diamond and not wanting to be staying in bronze. Because, for example, if you are here and you create an ad for a restaurant, right? And they are in bronze, they are not paying you anything, and they have a big ad for another restaurant in their own listing. It's not interesting to them. So they're gonna say, oh no, I want to upgrade because I don't want anyone else showing up on my page. This is not good for my business. I want to be only me. I want my marketing. So they're gonna want to upgrade, right? So this is one way you can use banners as well. You're gonna be making money from, other restaurants and getting people to upgrade, not to show banners on their listings itself. But if you don't like this approach, you can definitely not use it. It's just an example. Um, it works the same for each other module. So if you go here, you have, events. It's only gonna show to everything that is related to events for your ads. So everything here works the same. The only one that is different is the global banner. The global banner is literally gonna, show up in any page that is probably out there from your website that has that specific configuration that is square. So if you create a square global banner, everywhere on your website that has the widget square, it's gonna show up this banner, okay? This is really good for the ones that you want more attention to. And of course, you can click on mobile app for just to show up just on mobile. And that's it. So if you want to, give, for example, you want to provide specific discounts for people if they go to your website or to your app, sorry, you can create coupons and put it on your website, on your mobile app, and use the banners for them to click and redeem the coupon. There are many ways for you to use it. Okay. So I'm gonna add here on general pages because later I'm gonna show you um, the rest. The destination URL. This is very important as well. So for example, I am creating here a rent-a-car. Let me just add the file here real quick so you can see it. Um, All right, I think it went. So I'm creating a rent-a-car ad. I want when people click on it, I want it to go to the book. I want them to book the car. So I can add here simply rentacar.com. It's gonna be the website, and I'm gonna click on open a new window. So this is basically gonna help them, get to the website or where your client wants them real quickly. So in my case, I'm not gonna add anything. Um, the script banner, it's this one is actually we're gonna talk a little bit more about them in another webinar. But basically, you can use the script for any type of banner, with different layouts. You can use it for GIFs as well. You can use for literally anything. And also the Google AdSense, in case you already know how the configuration works. And this part, again, is the geo-targeted settings that I showed you before. This is reserved for the plugin, okay? So this is not gonna be showing up to your site if you don't have the plugin. But if you pay for it, it's gonna be installed and you're gonna have this option, okay? Otherwise, you have these other options available. Let me just save the changes here. Okay, here we go. Oops, I am in the event. So first, Rhonda sent on the chat. So first, we must design a square widget on a page for the ads to show up. No widget on the page, not ad. Exactly, perfect. So you have to create the content. That's one thing. And you have to have the widget so it can reflect the content. If you only have the widget, but you don't have any content to show, nothing is going to show up there. Okay. But if you have the content and you don't add there on the, if you don't have the widget that you want to use on the page, the widget is not going to show as well. You have to combine. You create the banner ad, the design, you upload there, and you create the widget that is exactly the same match, and then it's gonna show up there. Okay? So continuing, we're gonna scroll down a little bit. And here it is, as you can see. Since I added to general pages, I added no categories, nothing. It's gonna show up here on the home page, but it's not gonna show in the other pages if I go to listings, for example. But I'm gonna show you a little bit more specific example than this, so you can understand how to do it yourselves. So scrolling down here, I'm gonna come back to banner details and I'm gonna select listing, because if I'm trying to rent a car, I can go into my categories. I'm gonna scroll all the way down. I have a travel, parent category that has car rental as a subcategory. So what I'm gonna do is basically I'm restricting my ad to only show to people that are searching for, car rentals, etc. All right. So I'm adding here the category that is matching my ad. So when people are searching for it or they are looking into this category, they're gonna be able to find it. Let me just update here. As you can see, since now it's restricted, it's not gonna show up on the home page anymore. So I'm gonna search for rent a car directory and I'm gonna click on search. And my bot's super nice, right? He's saying hello to everyone. So he gave us the rent a car eDirectory listing. I'm gonna click here. And as you can see, we have the banner here. So it's only gonna show on the car rental category. Okay. If you are looking, for example, any other listing, oh wait, and this one is not gonna show up. In this one, it's not gonna show up because this is a diamond listing, and in diamond listings, we don't show the banners. That's a good thing to remember. So it's not gonna show up in this one. But if I go into let me see, probably this one is gonna show. Yeah, here it is. So for the bronze, like empty listings, it's gonna show up here. This is the configuration on my site. You don't have to do it like this, okay? But this is a way that you can go. All right. Now I'm gonna show you how to place. We created the ad, we did the configurations where we wanted it to show. Now I'm gonna show you how to add the widgets. Okay, so coming back to the site manager, and let me know if you have any questions in the meantime. Hopefully, I'm not going too fast. Um, going into the site manager again, we have the design. Then we're gonna go to page editor. And to the ones that are new to a directory, basically all your pages are created through widgets. This allows you to really customize everything. And if you don't have a page by standard that you want, you can create new ones. As you can see, I have created tons, especially for webinars. We have Black Friday, we have AI mode. You can literally create pages for anything you want, about us, anything really. So I'm gonna choose the home page to edit. So I'm gonna click here on edit. And these are the widgets. So basically, again, your page is built by widgets. So all the widgets here, if they have content, they are gonna be reflected on the website. Sometimes people tell me, Larissa, I added, a lot of categories and they are not showing up. If your item is not showing up, it's probably because there are no listings connected to it or no content to reflect. Okay, so it's always important that you think about it. So scrolling down, let me show you in real time. We have the billboard ad here. As you can see, it is showing up here. We have some options for you to customize, but it's only for colors, okay? I usually match the background color to the background of the site, so it doesn't really look different, but you can really do anything you want. Sometimes different layouts really work. And again, I'm gonna click to add a widget. And if we go here into the banners part, as you can see, we only have four. And a lot of people get confused here. Where are the remaining widgets, right? How am I gonna add them? So as I said before, those are the independent widgets that you can add by themselves anywhere on the website as you want. So for example, I want, people to look at a banner while like at the beginning of the page. That's the first thing they see. You can simply add the banner here. It's really up to you. I always recommend using a little bit below so people can really understand what your site is about before seeing, a big ad or a leaderboard or anything. And after that, all of those widgets, where are the remaining ones? The remaining ones can be found while editing the other widgets, the card widgets, the browse by category widgets, and the browse by location widgets, okay? So any cards widget really, let me show you. I know this is a little bit confusing, but let me know if I need to stop, start again. I'm here to help. So if you go here on your widgets page, you can see the listing and cards. Those are the card widgets that I'm mentioning. So any widget that you click here, this one, wait, let me open it again. Any widget that you come here that has cards, it's gonna show the view mode. So here it's gonna show you the remaining options, the half page banners, square banners, white skyscraper banners. So it's really a two-way job that you have to do. The first one is really understanding where you want to place your ads, and the second one is where your ad specifically is gonna reflect. Okay, so that's basically how you add the ads around your homepage. And I'm also going to show you something that to help you with your layout. So we are right now editing the homepage, right? So if we go here to content, listings, and we go to listing templates, let me find. Okay, and can you see here car rental? I'm gonna click on edit. So as you know, listings are our main feature. So we everything works towards the listings for us mainly. So what we do here, if we scroll down a little bit, hopefully everyone understand. If someone doesn't understand how the listing template works, let me know, okay? But here it's basically the building of your listing, right? So, for example, if I'm building a travel listing, like a hotel listing, I'm gonna want to know the check-in time, right? I'm gonna want to know how many rooms are in the or in the hotel, like how many rooms are available, if I have breakfast, Those are the types of information I'm gonna have to know. If I'm looking into a doctor's profile, for example, I wanna know if they have, what are their specialties, if they take credit card, if they take insurance. So this is why we have the listing templates to accommodate different types of information for different types of listings. Okay, I know this is a question a lot of people have as well, but this is a way you can customize to each type of product or of things you are offering to your clients. Okay, so when you are here, in this specific case, we are creating a car rental listing template. So I added a few features here, but for example, I want to create, let me show here. The layout of the listing template is mainly by like a one main, column and one minor column. So for the listing template, it is free for any type of banner they want to add. As I mentioned before, for the remaining pages, you have to, have a cards widget to use square banner or white skyscraper, anything like that. But for the listing template only, you can add a square banner here on the side by itself. You don't need anything else. So if you go here, you can add the square banner, the skyscraper. I don't think we have the billboard, if I'm not mistaken, because it wouldn't look good, but I have to check. Yeah, we don't have the billboard, but we do have the half page here. So some widgets are only available in some places because it makes sense for the layout. Okay. Can clients choose their template? Yes, they can. While they are purchasing, they can definitely do it. And also, you can, let me open here. Some templates, you can connect them to categories. So, for example, the category is travel. It's gonna only, like, the car rental is only gonna be linked to that category. So it's really good for you to segment your site if you have a lot of different, types of clients, right? And if we go here, let me add a widget here. Since this column is a lot bigger, the widgets that we have on the second column is going to be different from this one, right? But we also have banners here. So let me scroll down a little bit. We have the leaderboard, which we didn't have in the second column, large mobile banner. The square banner here, it can work to three parts. We have the sponsor links, um, I think that's about it. Let's see. Oh, and we have the billboard. So yeah, basically the ones that are horizontal are in this column and the others are in the second column. Okay. So yeah, this is pretty much what I wanted to show you. Again, if people are clicking, and I apologize for all the information is because this is a demonstration site. Um, but basically you can use, as you can see here, you can sell the banner leaderboard alone, or you can do plans where you include, banners, anything you want really. I can do another webinar as well based only on this, on how to create the banners, how to create the plans, what to add there, some strategy revenues as well. But that's pretty much it. Let me close. Do you guys have any other questions while we are here? Thank you, Elizabeth, for coming. It was great having you. Can I schedule a one-on-one with you? Definitely, Jordan. It will be a pleasure. Let me give you guys my email. Okay, so if you need anything, if you need any help with the layout, I'm here for you, okay? And yeah, if we don't have any other questions, I think that's about it for today. All right. Thanks everyone for joining me. I know I was alone today, but hopefully I was any helpful for you. All right. Hello, Tiffany. Great having you here. Thanks for coming. Let's see. Oh, great, Rhonda. Thank you for coming as well. It's great to see you here, as usual. Hi, Tiffany. Do you have a question? Sure, I'm here to help. Let me know. In the meantime, Okay. So the support told me that under settings, products and plans, and additional settings in payment gateways, you can add the tax in there. Okay, so I can send you, I know who asked for the tax. I can send you all the information via email because I think it's gonna be a little extended. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You can definitely add the tax in there. I would also like to schedule a one-on-one. Sure. Just email me and let's do that. I will love it. Can site owners control banner creation versus sponsors? Yes, as I mentioned, it's really the same thing as the listings. You can control. The clients can go in there, create and create and buy the ad and put in there, but you can remove it, you can suspend it, create a new one, and offer them a new layout if you want to. It's literally the same functionality as the listings. Okay, see if I can. I'm taking the notes here to everyone who wants to have a one-on-one, so we can schedule, okay? Do you have any other questions? Anything else that I can help you with? I actually enjoy this format because I can actually talk to you a little bit more. Well, I think that's it then. All right, thanks everyone for coming. If you have any questions, I already gave you my email up there. Again, this webinar is gonna be posted within 24 hours if you want to review the content. And please let me know. I'm gonna send you a survey after we finish this webinar to let me know how I went, what do you want to see next, and your feedback. It's always super important for us to improve. Okay? Thanks everyone. Have a great day. Bye bye.